The business organization and its external environment. Introduction. Welcome to our comprehensive exploration of business organizations and their external environment. In this video, we'll examine how businesses operate within complex external frameworks and how these environments shape strategic decisions. Today, we will cover understanding the structure and types of business organizations, distinguishing between internal and external business environments, analyzing key external factors that impact business performance, exploring strategic implications for long-term business success, understanding business organizations. A business organization is an entity that utilizes various resources to provide goods or services to the market. These resources include human resources, skilled workforce and management, financial resources, capital, investments, and funding, technological resources, equipment, systems, and digital tools. The core functions that drive every business organization include production, creating goods and services, marketing, promoting and selling products, finance, managing money and investments, human resources, managing people and talent. Business organizations serve as crucial drivers of employment, innovation, and economic growth within society. Types of business organizations. Businesses can be structured in several different ways, each with unique characteristics. Sole proprietorship, single ownership structure, simple setup process, direct owner control over all decisions, partnership, shared responsibility between partners, pooled resources and expertise, joint decision-making processes, limited company, Ltd/PLC, separate legal entity from owners, limited liability protection, structured shareholder framework, other business forms, cooperatives, member-owned organizations, franchises, licensed business models, non-profit organizations, mission-driven entities. The choice of ownership structure significantly influences business strategy and operational decisions. Internal business operations. Organizations can adopt different structural approaches to manage their operations. Hierarchical structure. Clear chain of command. Defined roles and responsibilities. Traditional management layers. Flat structure. Fewer management layers. Enhanced communication flow. Greater employee autonomy. Matrix structure. Dual reporting relationships. Project-based flexibility. Cross-functional collaboration. Internal operations encompass strategic planning, setting long-term direction, resource allocation, distributing assets effectively, performance management, monitoring and improving results. The internal environment includes company culture, leadership style, and established policies that guide daily operations. The external environment framework. The external environment consists of all factors outside the organization that influence business operations and decisions. Two key levels of external environment. Macro environment. Broad factors affecting all businesses. Global trends and widespread influences. Industry-wide impacts. Micro environment. Immediate factors specific to the business. Industry-specific elements. Direct stakeholder relationships. Understanding external environments is crucial for risk management, identifying potential threats, strategic planning, making informed decisions, opportunity recognition, spotting market possibilities. PESTEL analysis framework. PESTEL analysis provides a systematic approach to examining macro-environmental factors. Political factors. Government policies and regulations. Taxation systems and changes. Trade regulations and agreements. Political stability in operating regions. Economic factors. Economic growth patterns. Inflation rates and trends. Exchange rate fluctuations. Employment levels and consumer spending. Social factors. Demographic changes and population shifts. Consumer lifestyle preferences. Cultural attitudes and values. Education levels and social trends. Technological factors. Innovation and research developments. Automation capabilities. Digital transformation opportunities. Technological infrastructure. Legal factors. Compliance requirements. Labor law regulations. Health and safety standards. Industry-specific legislation. Environmental factors. Sustainability requirements. Resource conservation needs. Climate change regulations. Environmental protection standards. Political and economic influences. Political environment impact. Legislation changes affect business operations. Policy modifications create new opportunities or constraints. Regulatory bodies establish compliance requirements. Trade agreements influence international business. Example, new trade agreements can reduce tariffs, making international expansion more attractive. Economic conditions influence. Market cycles affect consumer demand. Fiscal policies impact business investment decisions. Consumer spending patterns determine market opportunities. Interest rates influence borrowing costs and expansion plans. Example, rising inflation increases operational costs, requiring businesses to adjust pricing strategies. Strategic considerations include adapting pricing models, adjusting sourcing strategies, and modifying investment plans based on external economic conditions. Microenvironment analysis. The microenvironment includes immediate stakeholders who directly impact business operations. Customers. Evolving needs and preferences. Valuable feedback for improvement. Market segmentation opportunities. Loyalty and retention factors. Suppliers. Supply chain reliability and efficiency. Negotiation power dynamics. Quality and cost considerations. Long-term partnership potential. Competitors. Market positioning strategies. Competitive advantage analysis. Pricing strategy comparisons. Innovation and differentiation. Intermediaries. Distribution channel effectiveness. Marketing partnership opportunities. Retail relationship management. Channel conflict resolution. Stakeholders. Employee satisfaction and engagement. Investor expectations and returns. Community relationships and impact. Regulatory body requirements. Social, technological, and legal factors. Social changes impact. Consumer values evolution affects product demand. Social media influences brand reputation management. Demographic shifts create new market opportunities. Cultural trends shape marketing strategies. Technological advances create digital transformation opportunities. Automation potential for efficiency. Cybersecurity challenges requiring investment. Innovation possibilities for competitive advantage. Legal considerations include regulatory compliance requirements. Intellectual property protection. Employment law adherence. Industry-specific legislation. Business adaptation strategies. Investment in new technologies. Development of compliance frameworks. Staff training and development programs. Innovation in products and services. Environmental factors and sustainability. Sustainability practices include eco-friendly production methods. Corporate social responsibility initiatives. waste reduction and recycling programs, energy efficiency improvements, emission control requirements, resource usage standards, environmental impact assessments, business adaptation approaches, innovation in green technology solutions, sustainable supply chain development, environmental management systems, circular economy principles. Long-term benefits include cost savings through efficiency, enhanced brand reputation, regulatory compliance assurance, competitive differentiation, strategic environmental impact, external analysis supports, risk management through threat identification, opportunity recognition for growth, strategic decision-making processes, competitive positioning strategies, risk management addresses, economic downturn preparation, regulatory change adaptation, competitive pressure responses, market volatility planning. Opportunity identification includes leveraging technological advances, exploiting market gaps, capitalizing on emerging trends, developing strategic partnerships. Example business equation: profit equals revenue, fixed costs plus variable costs. External influences affect this equation through inflation impacting variable costs, regulatory changes affecting fixed costs, or market trends influencing revenue potential. Environmental analysis tools. SWOT analysis integration combines internal strengths and weaknesses, links with external opportunities and threats, provides comprehensive strategic overview, guides decision-making processes. PESTEL analysis application. Systematic review of macro factors. Political, economic, social, technological, legal, environmental. Comprehensive external environment assessment. Strategic planning foundation. Porter's 5 Forces framework. Analyzes competitive industry intensity. Assesses market profitability potential. Evaluates competitive positioning. Identifies strategic opportunities. These analytical tools provide structured approaches to strategic decision-making and environmental assessment. Real-world application. Successful businesses demonstrate effective environmental analysis through continuous environmental monitoring, regular assessment of external changes, proactive response to emerging trends, systematic tracking of key indicators, strategic adjustment capabilities, strategic adaptation examples, technology companies adapting to privacy regulations, retailers responding to e-commerce trends, manufacturers implementing sustainability practices, service providers leveraging digital transformation. Key success factors: flexibility in strategic planning, investment in analytical capabilities, stakeholder engagement processes, innovation and adaptation culture, future strategic considerations. Adapting to change requires continuous environmental monitoring systems, strategic agility and flexibility, rapid response capabilities, learning organization culture, innovation and resilience through technology adoption and integration, sustainable practice implementation, competitive edge maintenance, long-term value creation, strategic planning integration, external insights incorporation, stakeholder needs balance, short-term and long-term objective alignment, strategic flexibility maintenance. Successful businesses balance immediate pressures with long-term strategic objectives while remaining responsive to environmental changes. Conclusion: understanding business organizations and their external environments is fundamental to strategic success. We've explored how businesses operate within complex frameworks influenced by political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors. Key takeaways. Business organizations vary in structure and operate through core functions. External environments significantly impact strategic decisions. PESTEL and other analytical tools provide systematic assessment frameworks. Successful adaptation requires continuous monitoring and strategic flexibility. The external environment is dynamic and constantly evolving. Businesses that develop strong environmental analysis capabilities and maintain strategic flexibility are better positioned for sustained success in competitive markets. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of business organizations and their external environment. Continue developing these analytical skills as they form the foundation for effective business strategy and decision-making.